This is James at the Hollywood Fringe Festival, and I'm here at the No Theatre with
Codry Wynne Miles. And the show is Burton.
And how's your experience been with the Hollywood Fringe Festival been so far?
The venue here at Theatre of Note is outstanding. There's a good vibe here. They've looked after the actors. They've helped promote the show. Every time there's a review come out, they try to get reviewers down here. They've been very warm and kind and helpful. And it's been a brilliant experience to do the show in a different continent. I was very nervous the first show because I haven't taken the show outside of Great Britain yet until now. So it was a bit of a shock, but after a little stumble at the beginning, I found my feet. It's really good as well to meet other artists who are in the same boat as me. Nobody's going to make any money here. You know, that wasn't the purpose of the trip. It's to be involved in the inaugural Hollywood Fringe Festival, first of its kind. I mean, it's great to be part of that. And all the other artists are in the same boat, and I've met loads of people who are doing solo shows. They know the feelings that they get before going on stage, those nerves, and it's nice to see other people who are doing exactly the same as me. And it's nice to sit in the audience and see them delivering their shows, and it's it's not just you that's doing this. There's other great talented people here. Most people aren't going to know a lot about Richard Burton. He was a complicated man, but he's one of our most famous Welsh sons in Wales. We're very proud of him in Wales. There's only like a select few, a handful of people that we can turn to and say that they are famous in Wales, and Anthony Hopkins is another one. But Richard Burton is definitely one of our most famous Welsh sons, and his golden voice, and also his... everybody gives him a hard time that he didn't make it in the theatre, but I mean, these days they wouldn't look at him in such a bad way. I mean, he was just earning a living at the end of the day, but he was definitely a very bad alcoholic, which... but that's the way things were back in those days, and that's the way he chose to live his life. He was a womanizer. But all these things, all these bad points are the things that I also like about him. I mean, all his faults. I just think he was a great theatre actor, and what he did coming to Hollywood, he put Wales on the map.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Stacy Jones. I am here at Fringe Central on the 8th day of the first annual Hollywood Fringe Festival, and I've got some Open Fist Theater Company people with me. They're doing Good Woman of Szechuan in the festival. This is Michael Franco and Charlie Oddie.
I'm the director and lighting and projection designer.
And I play the water seller, and I did the movement coaching.
Great. And when did you guys decide to do Good Woman of Szechuan? How did that come about?
Good Woman's kind of been on my list for a while in terms of plays that I wanted to get done, and so this was finally an opportunity to put together a production with a really strong cast and strong design elements, and really put a production that would have a real impact and look really great. So this was a great time to do it.
Open Fist is a great place. As a writer and a director, it's been a really nice opportunity to get to have an opportunity in a lovely space and to make some new work.
I started directing there, probably about 8 years ago or so. And when I moved out from New York, I did a lot of shows in different places. Found that the Open Fist was great because it had an ensemble and an opportunity to do original work, reimagine traditional works, and there's a lot of artistic freedom, so it's a great place to put together a show like Good Woman of Szechuan. It's, Good Woman has original music by a woman named Liz Swados, who's a friend of mine, a composer from New York. Movement by Michael, movement by another guy named Jan Monroe. So it's a real mixture of styles and an opportunity for a lot of different people to work on it. The great thing about Brecht is that there's always going to be some intellectual value to it. So it's not simply a kind of kitchen sink comedy that you might see. At the same time, it has really, really strong characterizations and really strong emotional content as well. And there's a great musical score, so Brecht was a firm believer in entertainment as well as some sort of
message.
Yeah, as well as having a message. So it's not really the type of play that is going to be an academic production. I think a lot of people get scared off of rec because they find themselves in college productions. We're running Fridays and Saturdays at 8 and Sundays at 7.
Through July 17th.
Great, so you can continue to see it after the Fringe Festival.
Right.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, how are you guys? Are you guys enjoying the Fringe Festival?
Very much so.
We are. We have the theater actually has a number of fringe shows playing there right now. We have Good Woman. There's a show called Sorority Queen at a mobile trailer.
A mobile home.
Sorry. And
Snow White, Rose Red, a really brilliant original children's show. And then on Sunday there are 2 performances left of Anna Kaja's amazing Shahid and Teresa Willis's truly insightful Eeny Meeny. So, and you know,
we're booked solid. So
yeah,
there's always something there.
Great.
And the thing that's really nice about this Fringe is it really does sort of feel like, you know, the Fringes that I'm used to, like in Edinburgh or something like that, where, you know, there's a real sense of community, people all, like, you know, pulling together, flyering each other to see each other's show. We're just really happy to have this be our offering, you know, to the Fringe and to be a part of the Fringe.
Stacy Jones, I'm here at Fringe Central where I just saw Spencer Pratt Must Die. I've got Steven and Josh and Alan here who are in the cast, and you guys wrote the show as well, is that right?
Created. It was very organic and improvisational process.
We wrote and threw a lot out.
We really don't know where the script came from at this point. It was born between thinking about reality television and puppets. Alan made the puppets. Actually, researching Spencer Pratt was the most painful part of the process. I can tell you that honestly. I had to be very careful and watch in small doses.
It's born of a triumvirate of imaginations concerning certain pop culture like phenomenon.
Well said.
And a lack of quality, like in
not with us, but in the television.
Right.
That we see.
Our lack of quality has to do with budgetary problems.
And
Restrictions.
and
the
magic
recession.
powers mostly. That's the only thing that hinders us is
And the oil spill.
we have some magic
Definitely has
powers, but
hurt
we
our
don't
quality
have
of our
any really
show.
work.
Al-Qaeda, really, is what did it. Bin Laden's been against us for a while. We've worked with each other, I guess, now over the last 4 years. We all live in Brooklyn. We all met through the Czechoslovak American Marionette Theater Company.
When can people come see Spencer Pratt Must Die?
There are 3 more shows, Friday
At 4:30
and Saturday at 3 and 6:30.
Stacy Jones here. I'm at the Complex. I just saw Friends Like These. I'm with Gregory Crafts, the writer and producer of the show. So tell us a little bit about Friends Like These.
It is a story of 5 kids in high school and how they relate to one another, how they treat each other, basically how kids lie to one another, how they put each other down, how they're nasty to one another, and how that kind of exclusiveness drives someone over the edge. I was at breakfast with a friend of mine trying to figure out what I was going to write, and he asked me, "What do you want to do?" And I kind of blurted out a school shooting. I wanted to write about a school shooting, and it was because it was late 2006, and there had been a whole rash of shootings across the country. It was on the news every day. It was something I was hearing about, and I remembered being that angry outsider in school, and I wanted to really write about why they did it, because I don't think people really understand what really goes through a kid's head. And I mean, granted, I never went over that edge either. So it started out really personal, and I worked on it for over 3 years writing it, so it was a very long process to develop it. But in that time, I managed to find the voices of the characters, found the identities of the characters, and they stopped being just words on a paper, and they really became friends of mine. Friends Like These is running at the Ruby Theater in the Complex. It's running, tonight's Thursday at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow night is 9 o'clock as well. That's Friday night. And then Saturday at 1 o'clock and Saturday at 9 o'clock is our closing performance. I hope you can make it out.
Great, and are you having a good time at the Hollywood Fringe Festival?
I am having a blast at the Hollywood Fringe Festival. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever partaken in, and I am thrilled to be a part of it. Thank you guys so much. Ben Hill, the festival director, is right here. It's kind of awesome. I'm with another company up in the Valley called Theater Unleashed, and right now we've got 12th night running. I hope you can come and check that out. www.theaterunleashed.com. And they're opening up another show that I wrote there called Super Sidekick in July. And Friends Like These is going to the New York Fringe Festival in August. If you come and see the show and you enjoy it, I hope you will consider contributing to our cause and helping us get there. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much, Greg, and good luck with the rest of your run.
Thank you so much.